We begin with news making headlines around the state and the warnings from cannabis industry leaders today that the state's legal marijuana market is on the verge of collapsing due to overregulation and high taxes. 17's Ashley Zavala is in our Sacramento bureau tonight with the latest.
With 420 celebrations underway, leaders of California's legal cannabis market say it's still in crisis mode.
Actually, it's gotten worse as an overall demand and revenue being driven to the legal market. It's gotten worse.
Marijuana sellers like Jared Kilo say they need the state to ease up on the amount of taxes it collects and some regulations, with the state's industry on the brink of collapse.
We're in a point where the market has actually stopped growing. The number of licensed dispensaries has decreased.
Taxes and regulations are also hurting small growers like Johnny Casali.
I can't imagine not doing something that I've been doing my whole life.
Casali says an oversupply of cannabis in the market has caused the price of AAA flower to drop to $300 a pound. He says $161 of that gets cut by taxes, on top of other regulations he has to follow, which also cost money.
It's really easy, even for a farmer like myself that's not really highly educated, to figure out that it just can't work.
And in shops, a similar situation. Experts say statewide, anywhere between 30% to nearly half of the price customers pay for legal products is going to state and local taxes. Because of these higher prices, they're losing customers.
Pretty much taking away what is 30 to 40% of my business in the last year.
So when you say your competition, you're saying the illegal market, right?
Yeah, like that is the illicit market. I mean, they just don't have taxes and regulations and fees.
State leaders say they're working on it. Several bills are circulating through the state capitol to ease taxes and make cannabis more accessible across the state. Some advocates say they're hopeful Governor Newsom will provide relief for them in his revised version of the state budget due in May. Some of these proposals could take months to go into effect. So in the meantime,
we're looking at holding on by our fingernails. So we're just kind of hoping for a good summer and that there's good demand from tourism.
At the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, 17 News.